How's it going, guys? This is my review of my 118 scale 1997 Dodge Ram 2500 8.0 liter V10. This model was made by ERTL. I don't know too much about that company, but I know that they're non-existent anymore, and I believe this is why this model is so rare. This model is definitely the lower end quality. You would not buy this model for high quality, and as you will see in this review video, but it is rare. I bought this model 3 years ago used from a seller for about $35, and now on the low end, the lowest price that I'm finding it on eBay is around $70, and you can get it from as low as $70 to as high as like $90 on eBay. So this is in fact the special edition. This model does have a lot of flaws that we'll talk about in the review. But it's definitely something that if you like rare models, I would definitely recommend for you to pick it up. But just don't look for a good quality because you will not find it here. Let's go into the review. So overall, the paint is not that great, as we can see here. I apologize if you can't see that well. The paint here is kind of like fading off, as well as the hood. I know it's hard to see in the video, but you have paint blemishes all over here. That just looks like the paint is fading over time. This is in fact the old model. I did say I bought it 3 years ago used from a seller. He always kept it inside the box. I have it on a shelf. Doesn't take too much dust, but the dust is definitely doing its toll on this model. So I might box it up. I'm not sure what I'm going to do yet. But the paint is definitely fading on this model. Let's go to the front. Here we have a chrome finish on the grill. It is not a see-through grill, so you can't see like inside the engine through the radiator and things like that. You can't see that, so that's just one piece. Also, the Dodge logo here is not that great. No detail at all in it, just straight chrome. It has a chrome bumper. I believe these small holes here are for like the tow hooks. There's absolutely nothing there. Moving on to the headlights. This is what I mean when I talk about just a flat painted surface, no detail at all. This is what I'm talking about. These corner lights, you could tell were definitely painted on the outside, and then this you can see is like a clear plastic and then painted on the inside, but there's no detail in those headlights. Moving on to the side. We'll talk real quick about suspension. This model features no suspension, which I don't understand why, because it's a pickup. And that's one of my pet peeves, is a car with no suspension, let alone a truck. So moving on to the wheels. The wheels are very chrome and cheap-like. There is where you see where the holes are supposed to be. It's just straight chrome. Not a lot of detail in there. The tires look kind of cheaply made as well. Moving on to the side here, we have, I'm not sure if you guys can see that with the light, with all those scratches and blemishes. Yeah, the paint that they use is not that great of a paint. Like this model has never been played with, and just look at all those scratches and the paint fading. You can see kind of paint fading here. Yeah, so one of the flaws. You have a Ram 2500 V10 sticker. This is in fact a sticker. It's not painted. Although down here, Magnum Special Edition, that is like a paint kind of vinyl. You can't take that off. That's not a sticker. It's nice to see that they did that. You have a plastic molding separating the paint from the silver paint down here in the bottom. Let's move on to the doors opening. This is what I'm talking about as well when I say that hook and then the gap with the door. That's another one of my pet peeves. I really don't like seeing that. Moving on to the interior. It's not much detail in the interior. It's pretty much just black, and that's it. There is no carpet. It's a plastic bottom. It's just black. That's it. There's a lot of space in here. There is no rear view mirror or anything like that. Moving on to the bed. The bed is long. It is a pretty big model. The rear gate does open and close. The bed with the plastic here, you can see that the plastic is kind of fading over time. You do have the rear glass here. It has a cheap look. It doesn't really look like anything high quality in the glass here. It's really cheap looking. Going to the rear gate, you have the Dodge. This is not a sticker. It doesn't come out. The Magnum Special Edition, again, not a sticker. The tail lights are pretty much just painted, no detail at all. It does say Bighorn license plate. That's kind of cool to see. You have a chrome rear bumper. Also, I'm not sure if you guys can really see it. You have with the wheels, they kind of have like a negative camber look. I don't know, over time it's like the vehicle just, like the wheels just kind of gave out, and the vehicle has like a negative camber in the back on both sides. As you guys can see, that's another flaw. I'm gonna try to see if I can fix that and just kind of straighten out the wheels a little bit, but that's definitely something that's not pleasant to look at. Moving on to the bottom of the vehicle, you have ERTL up here. You have the ERTL logo. You have where it says 118 Dodge Ram. It's mostly black. There's not much really going for it in the bottom. Although I do like how a lot of companies, they chrome out their, especially these that have like the toyish, they look more like toys than models. They have more of the chrome like exhaust in the bottom. This one kind of painted it to make it look like aluminum, which is something I like to see. Another fake looking chrome spare tire down here. Let's move on to where we're going. So yeah, you see the exhaust right there. And then you do see terribly how bad this camber looks. It looks like it has negative camber, how bad this wheel is giving out. So I'm gonna see if I can fix that. I'm not sure if you'll have the same problem with the model, but I do know that I have seen other videos and a lot of pickup truck model cars do that. I'm not sure why. Maybe it's not even that heavy. I don't know why that happens. This model, as I said earlier, it features no suspension. The turning radius is pretty good though. Yeah, this model does feature suspension turning as well, as you can see. Steering turning as well. So if you can see, the steering wheel turns with the wheels. The radius that it turns is really realistic. I kind of like that, the radius, how it turns. Now moving on to the front, the hood. You open it up and already you can kind of see that the hood of the car is kind of almost feels like it's coming off, and it doesn't stay up by its own. But one cool feature that this model does have that I wish a lot of models would have, obviously you have the newer cars that have these hydraulic kind of lifts here, but back in the day it wasn't like that. Back in the day you had to use a stick. So this model actually includes a stick, like a stand that you can use to hold up the hood, which is actually really nice to see. And here you can see the radiator. I apologize for the lighting. Lighting is not that great, but you can see the engine. It's actually not that bad of an engine. It's definitely not that bad. It has some detail in there. It has some color. Not that great color, but it does have some detail. It does have some color, and there's a lot of space in here as well. So that's nice to see. This definitely doesn't have that black straight molding that you can't really do much with. This, you can actually see that there was detail put into the engine. So that's pretty nice. You can see I'm kind of working it as well. Look at how the hood kind of lines up. I actually have to work it to make it fit properly. Overall, this model is really low in quality. Obviously, this model wasn't being sold for $70 or $90 back in the day. The only reason why it's being sold for that price now is just because this model is considered to be fairly rare, just because the I don't know much about, like I said earlier, I don't know much about the company ERTL, but I believe they went belly under, and they sold themselves to another company. So I don't know that. I don't know like what that story is about. I'm not gonna speak on something I don't know about, but I know that ERTL is not really around anymore. So a lot of their products are considered to be kind of rare, and especially their special editions, just like this truck. And this model is definitely not bad. I mean, for the quality, it's terrible. Obviously, we're in 2018, about to be 2019. The quality is pretty terrible for this model, but obviously you would buy this model for its rarity and to make your collection a bit more rare. And if you can get it for a good price, I would say pay no more than $50 for it, if you could find it nowadays. But the price is going up, definitely going up. I picked this model up for, I believe, $35 to $40 3 years ago, used, and the price will just keep going up as the years come along. But this is another video. Thank you guys for watching. More videos to come. I have a whole bunch more models that I'm going to be doing reviews on, all different kinds. I'm a collector that likes all different kinds of vehicles. I have high end, low end. I have trucks, SUVs, sedans. I just have a whole bunch of models that I'm ready to do videos on. And also I just bought 3 more models, and I will be doing reviews on those as well. Thank you guys for watching. Please like, subscribe, comment down below any questions, anything you guys would like to see. Thanks for watching.